Welcome to Be About Boxing. Today's lesson is on how to use your feint, which to me it seems to be like kind of a lost art because I don't see a lot of fighters doing it anymore in boxing or in martial arts. So let's get right into it. So there are a few ways that you use a feint. The most common way is as you set up in your stance here. Maybe you have your guard this way, maybe you into the Philly shell, or just with your hands down, whichever way you do it. So when you feint with a movement and a sound. Hup! Like this. I sometimes do this. Hup! With my hands this way. Or hup! Like that. Or just hup! With my head. Now, that covers one feint. The second feint would be a movement but without a sound. So I would see there's no sound, but I feinted. Or simply stomp. No sound. The third feint would be to use a sound, but no movement. So I'm set up here, hup, and I didn't move. Okay, so you do this in order to get inside your opponent's head. You want him to do one of two things. And that is that when you feint at him, he's moving, he's out of position, he don't quite know where you're coming from. He's second guessing himself. The other point, or the other thing that you're trying to cause him to do is, in his mind, you want him to be saying, I'm not going to move. He's not going to scare me this time. I'm going to stay right here. He's going to set camp up right here in front of you like this and prove to you that you can't scare him, which is what you want. Why? Because after you played around with those feints, hup, hup, all of a sudden, with no sound and with no telegraph, pow, you just punch him. Or maybe it's a straight right, or an uppercut, or a hook, or a combination of all three. Now the last feint I'm going to show you is a little different because I haven't showed it to anybody. I've never seen anybody use it. But the feint, you're going to use a feint, but you're going to use it going backwards. Okay? So you set up on your opponent this way. Your opponent's standing there and he's trying to figure out maybe he's got some movement going, he's doing this kind of thing, or whatever he's doing. So from here, I'm going to take a step back with my feint with the sound. So I'm here, hup! See that? Well, you might be asking yourself, well, why would you do that? The whole reason for these feints is a short-term conditioned response. That means in a short time, you're going to condition your opponent to respond and to think a certain way in order to give you the edge so that you could win the fight. So that you could do what you need to do in order to win the fight, get that W. Thank you for joining me about boxing. And until next time, take care of yourselves.